Hi everyone, please like the stream. Donations are open. No free readings, just FYI. Hey, Jess. Girl, I took me a nice shower before I came on live. I washed my hair and I blow dried it. Yes, I did. I loved it. I loved it. I love both of them. Yo, in the last one, I could not really concentrate because I had just worked out. So I was just like, fuck, I gotta go start the Zoom. So I didn't get to go take a shower right away. So I was just like antsy to like go take a shower. I want something to like eat, but I'm not food. Maybe I'll get some fruit. Alright, just use them for a channel. Hi, who's in here? Oh wait, I'm on my other account watching something. Can you post it, Jess? The donations? It's just you right now, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's just you right now, so. Oh, where is my bottles of water? Let me grab them. Hey, IJ, how are you? Yo, I was telling Jess, I was like, yo, I could not focus in the last session, y'all, because I had just worked out and like time just kind of, y'all, I did so much shit. Like, did y'all feel like y'all were getting stuff? I mean, I don't space it out timely like that, right? Like, I don't have like, I have set times, but I don't put like a certain amount of time in between my sessions. I just did that for like y'all, really. Um, I do it however it works for me that day because it changes every day. I do try to space it out, but my last session at night is not until sometimes like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, that could be either my last session of the night of the day or my first session of the day, depending on how you look at time. But that last session I couldn't focus because, um, yeah, you know what, Jess, I do that, or you know what I do, the clicking, the timing. But I feel like sometimes I still doze off with that. So I think the timing, the little the app, the counter app, I feel like I think that you can put the sound on because I sometimes, yeah, I have to like be like, okay, let me get back. Like, thinking about the most random shit. I don't know why. Girl, I was thinking, you know what? This time, it was because, like I said, I had just worked out and I didn't get a chance to, like, I didn't time myself correctly. And I was like, fuck, I gotta start the Zoom. So I didn't get to shower before I did the Zoom. So it was kind of hard to just sit in that because I was fucking sweating. I did a real intense workout, so. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm already here, so it is what it is. I made it work. Let me grab a tarot deck. So just that deck that you love, girl, how about today? Something made me count the cards, and I'm missing a card. I don't know what card it is, so I'm going to have to order that deck. If they have it. But the shuffling cards, that's another thing that I do. I think those are the only two things that I really do if I'm getting distracted. And two, the clicker, the sometimes I use it so I don't, if I fall asleep, I kind of know I'll just start over that whatever after, I'll just start over my whole, you know, from the first affirmation. Wait, I was kind of distracted by power though. Wait, what went into another timeline? Yeah, the clicker for me is easy because I've you know why I find it easier, because even if I'm in a store, like let's say I'm at the restaurant and I'm just like in a zone in my head, I could use the timer. I can't shuffle cards. And like if I'm standing in line somewhere, like when I go to like water parks or like at the beach, like the clicker I can just, it keeps me focused too. Same. I know, right, IJ? I gotta see what the hell. I don't even know how long it's been missing because I never noticed. So I gotta see which card it is. That's why, you know what, when I first learned about law of assumption, that's exactly why I resonated more with affirming, because I'm like, I could affirm in my head any fucking where. Like, I can't script. I mean, you could script, well, not technically, no, because like if you're at the grocery store and you're like buying grocery, you're not sitting there scripting or visualizing. So that's why I think affirming, like, to me just kind of resonates more because you're thinking anyways. So I could affirm at any given time. Like my sister was talking to me about something earlier, and I mean I was fully paying attention, but I was still affirming in my head. So that's why I think affirming, a lot of people lean more towards affirming because you can literally do it anywhere, and especially like you can do it in your head. So it's like I remember someone. I mean, sometimes I'll say them out loud a little bit, but I don't know. To me, it's not the big difference. Somebody was like, yeah, that they affirm out loud. Or they were asking, and I was like, no, you could affirm in your head. Like, I don't know if they read something, or they must have watched something is what it was, not read. Those limiting ass law of assumption coaches, because there are some limiting ones. All right, what does Jay want to say? What do you want to say? Girl, I don't usually give y'all your cards for these because they don't matter, to be honest. I'm only picking up on his energy. But I'm going to give you the cards that I have out here. I have The Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Devil, the Fool, the Star, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Judgment. Okay. I'm gonna write today. I'm gonna write today. I'm gonna write today. I've been singing that song in my head all freaking day. All freaking day. I'm gonna get make brownies shortly. Yo, that's crazy how in June I said I'm gonna go back to my old affirmations and fucking like two of my affirmations are completely different. I mean, they kind of mean the same thing, but they are completely different. I am such a fucking dumbass. Just I'm going back to my old affirmations because I feel like they feel better. Girl, I'm gonna get me and some pepperoni because I have to end it with something salty. Yo, that's how I be. It's so weird, like, yeah, if I eat something sweet, like, I need something salty. And then sometimes if I eat something salty first, then I need something sweet. Yo, I can't, and then I was like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why am I, like, whatever. And then I was like, yo, because I'm impressing my subconscious a little bit different this time because even though they kind of mean the same, you saw them, Jess. I think I sent them to you, I had sent them to you. They kind of mean the same thing. They're still technically two different. They're different, and they have a little bit of a different meaning to it. So I'm like, oh, girl, for everything that I have gotten in my 3D, for having switched these freaking affirmations, that's why they tell you to keep them, not change them, because you kind of, you know what they were doing. There was one of the last group of meetings that I was in. I think this was like back in like I want to say like end of February or March. I think March is when I just stopped going to the group meetings. Um, they were talking about, well, people kept asking, like, so people were saying, like, if I don't say the same affirmations every day, but they kind of mean the same thing, and like, Nikki and Flossie were saying, why change them? Like, that's the whole point of like impresses your subconscious mind with a repetition of something, right? And like some people were not understanding, and I'm like, bruh, it's common sense. Like in between, if you want to have certain like thoughts in your head, that you switch it out, but you're consistent. Like that's why I say like it's good to have like your little, 3 to 5 or whatever, and then in between, if you want to say something else, then whatever. But like, why even like change them? I didn't understand that shit. Like they were not getting it though, and I'm like, bruh, because hello, I don't know. People don't be fucking listening. Anyways, they don't give a fuck. So I got Gypsy. So it's just Gypsy and then IJ. Thank you guys. No, no, no. He uses a certain word that made me laugh. He says, you're everything any man could ask for in a partner, in a part. Wait, you're everything. Wait, what the fuck? You're everything any man could ever ask for as a partner in love and life. Your beauty always stands out to me, but I can't. Wait, your beauty always stands out to me, but I call that the cherry on top. My desire and longing for you isn't just physical, even though I'd be lying if I said I don't fantasize sexually about you. Look at look at how gorgeous you are. I'd be crazy or blind not to feel that attraction towards you. Again, that's just the cherry on top. You're an amazing woman and amazing as a whole. I'm so sorry for not holding out some space for you in the past. I was an idiot for that. I was an idiot for that. I just want you to know you mean the world to me now, and you meant the world to me then. I was just letting my fears blind me. It's like I had a blindfold that I couldn't take off. And I finally did, and I feel like it may have taken a long time, but at least it's off. I find myself in constant, what I would call sort of like obsession, not in a scary, psychotic way. That's when I laughed. But in a damn, I can't get her out of my mind. What the fuck did she do to me? Type of thing. You were my perfect match then, and you are my perfect match now. That hasn't changed and never will. You brought light to my life, and I want to feel that way again. But not only that, But not only that though, I want you to see the new man I've become. I want you to experience the new man that I am now. One that's more mature, is not so easy to cut things off, and will hold out space for you. Yes, sometimes I still let fear creep up, but trust me, I'm fighting back harder than ever because I genuinely and deeply love you very much. I look forward to the day we reunite. I want to treat you the way you deserved all along. From this day forward, you are my priority. So that is for you, Jess. I'm gonna give you some messages. I wanna see how this new deck goes. I mean, this new deck I made it more for new connections, but I feel like other people can use it too. This one is just specifically people say that there is like a brand new person. So let's see. Hi, Gypsy. How are you? Let's see if I just want to see. I hate whatever cardstock these people are using now. It's like has like a lavender color to them, and I hate it. I like the other cards better. I'm gonna write to them. I wouldn't mind if this turned into something more. Okay. It's crazy how safe I feel open up to you already. So I feel like he may like come in and just like start opening up about all his shit. What's your go-to comfort food? All right, this feels like too newish energy. Yeah. So no, this would probably just be for new connections. Yeah, it just didn't feel right. I feel like he will come in. I think that's just like quickly open up, or maybe he's saying that in the past, like he opened up to you quickly. But yeah, that just felt like too much like new energy. What does Jay want to say to Jess? Okay, we got a few. So many people are depending on me. I am not letting you go. What if we get caught? I shouldn't have blamed you. It was really all my fault. Yeah, we know. Idiot. Say nah. Very strong passion for you. We will make very beautiful children. Like, that's that life partner. They don't understand the bond that we have. I wish you would unblock. This used to always come out before. You are my very last thought before I go to sleep. We know that. I really had it all with you. I want you in my life forever and ever. And I really love you. Look at the bottom. You are my person. So that is for you, Jess. All right, next is Gypsy. Gypsy, you can go ahead and post. You are welcome. Thank you, Jess. Oh my god, it feels so good to wash my hair and blow dry it. I blow dry my hair in like 15 minutes, not even. And I cut my hair in layers and I feel like it just like really grew out. Alright, got you, Moon Goddess. Oh. You will be after IJ. Please like the stream, guys. I know I wanna eat some fruit before like it's too late. Alright, what are the Libra's feelings towards Gypsy? What are the Libra's feelings towards Gypsy? And thank you, Moon Goddess. Thank you guys for donating. What are the Libra's feelings towards Gypsy? The Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Didn't we get a Five of Wands for him? I want to say yesterday or the day before. Maybe it wasn't him. I've been doing so many readings. The Justice. I feel like he's feeling very conflicted when it comes to his feelings. He's like letting... The Five of Wands for me is like mental conflict. He could also be in a place where he feels like maybe in his mind, right? Like he could feel like there could be like, why would she be waiting for me? She's so beautiful. Like she could have whoever she wants. Maybe she's seeing other people, right? And that comes from insecurity. So this could also come from like past, like being cheated on, or like, you know, women doing them. And you know, I feel like a lot of people have that kind of like concept about women now in general, because you know, some women are really just not waiting around. They're on to the next quickly. And I feel like sometimes he may get into like those thoughts, but I also feel like he could be feeling like you guys are just not on the same page when it comes to the connection. I do feel like there's conflict when it comes to his emotions, because the Ace of Cups is here. And it's like he's trying to gain clarity right now. He wants to talk to you, but I still see him holding back. Like I still see him holding back. I still see him like trying to hold like his emotions back. Like he doesn't want to show them, but you see how like it's just spilling out either way. Like that's how I feel like his, like that's what I feel happens to him. Like he tries to like not address feelings and like kind of brush them under the rug, and like, put in the back of his mind, but then they start to spill out, and then he be in his feelings and thinking good stuff, but also like negative stuff in general. Show me more. He could also feel like there's a lot of tension between you guys. The Knight of Pentacles is here. Show me more. The Tower. Show me, how's this people feeling about you? And the Three of Pentacles. I feel like he just has a hard time with commitment. With committing, I don't know how he is with work, or like just life in general. I feel like he just has a hard time when it comes down to commitment, because you have the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like he either like, how it's coming up for me right now is like, yeah, he has these feelings for you, but when it comes to like working towards something, he is so hesitant and so like holding back. Like he's trying to take his time as much as possible. Like, and I feel like this is just in general. He could be like one of those people that's a procrastinator too. Like he has a hard time working in a group setting. And I know like you're not a group, but I'm saying like when it comes to like him having to work with someone else, whether it's in romance, it's like in projects, maybe even in school growing up, he had a hard time where it becomes way too chaotic for him. So it almost becomes like a disaster. And I don't know if he has had any like commitments that were long lasting, or if he just hasn't, because it does feel like he has a hard time working with someone else. And you know, when it comes to a relationship, you have to work things out together. Like, you have to work on things together. And I don't know if he has like the capacity, or he doesn't feel like he does. So this is why he chooses to hold back. Show me the Three of Pentacles. I just want to clarify something. Yeah, look, the Two of Wands, always in this planning energy. He's always planning. He's always thinking. He's thinking about coming towards you, but he hasn't taken the necessary steps. And I don't think he knows what those necessary steps are. He's trying to make decisions. So it's not like he's not thinking about you. He is. But it's more like I'm planning, but I haven't made a decision yet. I'm still looking. And again, it this could also be too where he is used to being chased. So for him to make some type of like take the necessary steps to like create something here, it may be a lot tougher than you think, because I just get him like at a standstill. Like the Judgment is here. Show me more. How are you feeling? Like with the Ten of Wands, change is tough on him. He's not, he's ignoring like his own inner calling. So he's ignoring like his own inner voice. Something is trying to like, something is in his awareness, and he just keeps pushing it. So I feel like maybe like his own guides are showing him like, you know, maybe she's the one, like you should try it, you know, reach out to her. And he's just, he finds it hard. um Show me the Ten of Wands. Like the Nine of Pentacles. Like the Nine of Pentacles, like I'm telling you, I think this guy, and I don't know, I want to say, I feel like I've gotten something like this for him before. Commitment is the issue here. It's not you. It's not you. It's him having, look, exactly what I'm saying, the partnership. But this is not just with romance. I feel like this man just has a really hard time with like trusting other people outside of him. So like, let's just say like, you know, when they say like, if you want something done the right way, do it yourself. He may have that type of mentality, so he doesn't ask for favors. He doesn't, you know, if let's just say his tire blows out, like he's gonna figure it out. Like he's not even gonna call triple A, whatever, is it triple A? No, AAA, those are for alcohol. Yo, whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. I like, you know, side road assistance, like he's gonna figure it out on his own, because he's like, fuck it, I know that I can get it done right if I do it myself. So it's like he's trying to stand on this independent energy, because I feel like he just has a hard time when it comes to like partnership, when it comes to working with other people, and especially when it comes to opening up, when it comes to emotions. Because I know the Ace of Cups being here, I was like, oh my god, like I haven't seen that in the spread. Like he shows up that you're this person to him, like the Empress sometimes, but when it comes to his feelings, he always bottles them inside. And I feel like this guy is like, he's still, yeah, at a standstill, like not really ready to make any moves, at least emotionally. And I feel like this is exactly why he may stay like quiet and doesn't come through, because he's not ready to invest. And maybe he feels like, you know what, like I know that that's what she wants, and I just can't give it to her, so I just rather step back and like not make a move. And so she doesn't think, she doesn't have like any type of like hope here, even though it looks like he's going to reach out at some point. Like, because again, emotions are spilling out. Like he can't hold this, you can only hold your feelings in but for so long, until you explode. So that's what I'm getting from him. I hope that was helpful, Gypsy. And thank you for donating. All right, IJ, you can post. Hi guys, if you're in here, please like the stream. Yeah, I feel like eventually he'll reach out. I feel like he can, like I said, he can only hide his emotions but for so long. And I feel like the judgment being there, I do feel like he is being like, it keeps showing up in his awareness that he needs to make a move. You're welcome. I have been fooling. Wait. Oh, you have been feeling pulled towards her? Or wait, I just want to make sure you've been feeling a pull towards her. Or from her. Okay, you're confused. Not typing like Jess. Alright, this came out sideways. Oh. The King of Cups, the Tower, the Hangman. The Ace of Wands. I feel like she's like in this energy of like observing you a lot. Almost like you're under a microscope, I would say, or magnifying glass. Yeah, there's a lot of observing. Like observing, if you even look at these cards, when you look, she's looking at you. You're looking like the opposite direction. Not that you're looking at anybody else, but you're like focused on you. And so this is, oh, that makes sense. You're focused on you and your growth, and now like this is that pool that's coming in, her being focused on you because you're more focused on you. And we know that's kind of like literally how manifestation works. um it's like once you're putting yourself on a pedestal, everything else, like your desires, start to see you as you're the one on the pedestal. And not saying that you don't have her on the pedestal. The Empress tried to come out, but it came out sideways, so I didn't take it. And I feel like you're letting go of a lot of things, right? With the Tower being here, to me is like, this is like that card of change, of like, if you don't make the changes, Spirit's gonna force you to make them, right? And I feel like the Tower, though, you're the one that's doing it. You're getting rid of shit that doesn't serve. You're getting rid of like, old beliefs, old habits. You're releasing them, right? And I feel like what's happening is, because of that, her attention is on you. I wouldn't necessarily say that she's pulling on your energy, because I don't get that. What I'm getting more so, her attention is on you a lot. um like a lot. And I'm saying like not just on social media, but like in thoughts, like when she's driving, when she's working out. I feel like you're definitely like taking space, a lot of it, in her mind. You What is it, you own real estate on, like, in her mind. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like this is a good place to be in, because I feel like the Queen of Swords is here, but the Queen of Swords is very independent, and she's like very clear-minded. She's very direct with communication. She's very like, it's all about perspective for her. There's like a lot of unbiased judgment with her. She's very honest, very truthful, very like forthcoming. So I'm gonna say keep doing what you're doing, because I am getting like direct Spirit saying direct communication. I'm getting like literally like not just like likes and like conversations on Instagram, her commenting on stuff, like actually like reaching out to you on your phone. And I feel like I've gotten this for you before. I don't know if it was like in a channel or I said like I felt like that energy like slightly, so I still gave it to you, but I was like, I don't know, it was just came through like slightly. And I feel like stay where you're at, because we don't stay where we're at. We keep growing. So keep growing, because it's like she's coming towards you more. Like, again, you have her on a pedestal, but you're putting yourself on a pedestal, which is good. And I feel like these changes that you're making literally are, you're becoming magnetic, and literally her attention is 1000% on you. So again, I'm gonna say it's not necessarily an energy pool, it's just you feel her energy, because literally she is watching. And like I said, not in a way where she's like trying to gather information, but it's just you have her attention. So like you're living rent free in her mind, in her heart. Like I said, she's working out, she's thinking of you. She's driving, she's thinking of you. In between clients, she's thinking of you. Obviously when she's busy, but I still feel like you're on her mind, like in the back of her mind. So like when she's done doing whatever she's doing, like you're now at the forefront. So I am definitely getting that. Again, with the hangman, I'm getting that observation energy, that um she's getting a lot of enlightenment right now, and I feel like you're gonna start receiving that, which to me feels like things happening in the 3D in your favor. Um, and I feel like she's kind of viewing things differently than before. She's gained a lot of deep insight. So, which again, we have a card of change, because that's what the hangman is. It's a card of taking a pause, and then, for a change and to release things. And that's exactly what's happening. You have the Ace of Wands again. Like, this is her. She could be like, honestly, to me, this feels like she's feeling like inspired. So she could be making like future plans with you, right? She could be like, in her mind, she's definitely looking at this as like wanting, like, there's a lot of potential here for something to grow, And I feel like the Four of Swords here, even though she's in this energy of like resting, relaxation, it's all about renewal, and it's all about like thinking about the future is what I'm getting from her. Like a lot of thinking about the future. So that's why you're getting that from her. I feel like she's in a really good space, to be honest. I don't get her being in a, I feel like usually when she will pull on your energy before, she's just like in a bad, not, it wasn't always in a bad space, but it was in a space of like needing you. And not saying that she doesn't right now, because but I feel like she's just in a good space mentally, so it's more like there's more clarity for her. um Show me more. Look, the Eight of Wands. I gave her my number sometime. Okay. Her husband yeah, right. Look, yeah, something is gonna happen pretty rapidly, pretty quickly coming up. This could be around like, I want to say like Scorpio season. I know that seems far away, but I don't know. Spirit wanted me to say Scorpio season. Y'all know I don't give timing anymore unless they say it. But I feel like this is her, like, honestly, it's like, it's all heart space stuff. So you're feeling her because, again, like your souls are like connected, and so she's like tapping into her heart space, and like every action that she's taking right now is her following her heart. So that's what I have for you, IJ. I hope that was helpful. All right, and Moon Goddess, you can go ahead and post your question. You're welcome, IJ. Thank you. Excuse me. why am I hungry? All of a sudden, I'm hungry. You know what? I didn't have a. You know what? After my working, I didn't do anything for post workout. All right. If Moon Goddess isn't here, just you can go ahead and post your question. All right, yeah, we called you a little while ago. That's why I told Just to post. Okay, general for September, got it. Ow, my arm hurts. All right, this is from Moon Goddess. All right, general waiting for September. We got the Strength card, the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the Magician, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Cups. We got the Hangman, the Page of Cups, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, I had to get a cracker. I was nauseous. Sorry. I just felt nauseous. Alright, so starting with the strength card. With the strength card and the 5 of Wands reversed, I feel like I with the strength card, I'm getting like you're taming your impulses, choosing responses instead of reacting. So there's a strong theme of like maintaining calm in the face of like challenges, right? If challenges do arise. But what I'm getting with the 5 of Wands, any conflicts that you've had recently, or any like, again, challenges, any like blockages, they're being settled. Any petty drama, or like people who maybe like are coming off as like trying to compete with you, that may have like drained you in August, or like just anything that may have drained you now in August, that's all settling down. So instead of like fighting for like space, you're finding like, I want to say, cooperation, or simply like stepping away from nonsense. So like you're choosing to walk away and like fall back from any drama. Now this could be with anybody, family, friends, work, whoever. I'm seeing you like falling back from any drama or people that cause drama. You do have the Ace of Pentacles, so for me this feels like a new opportunity for stability arrives in September. This could be money, this could be work, or like something practical that you are planting long term wise. I feel like September brings you a fresh start in material areas. So like, again, like your job, any projects, or financial doors opening for you. With the star, I'm getting like you're feeling more aligned with your path, or more connected to your higher vision. So this is also a card of like wish fulfillment. So there could be like some things that like are coming through for you that seem like a wish fulfillment, or they are a wish fulfillment. I feel like there is this energy of like healing, hope, and like renewal pouring in. I feel like this is going to be a month where inspiration flows. You're reminded that your desires are possible. So again, like that, if you don't have anything that you tried to manifest in the past, maybe this is a good time to like start planting your seeds. Harvest season is not that far. I mean, there's harvest seasons, to me, it's all throughout the year, but in tarot form. The magician being here, I feel like you are like, they're saying, this is what I'm saying, like they're saying like plant your seeds. This is a good time for you. September will be, because the magician is also here. So your manifesting power is at a peak. um I feel like you're gonna notice like how quickly your intentions are reflected back to you. Like, let's just say like you think of somebody, they're gonna call you. Like, if you're like, damn, I really would like to have, like, I don't know, just something random, like somebody to buy me coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I'm just using it. And you go into like wherever, and somebody pays for your coffee, or like you say something like, I do not feel like paying for my food today, and then suddenly somebody just pays for it, right? I feel like things like that, not specifically that, but I'm just giving you examples. Like, things are just gonna start popping up for you. And they're saying September is gonna be about using your tools, meaning like your words, your mindset, your actions, like actual physical tools, to actively create whatever you want. So again, this is a good time for you to start planting your seeds. You do have the 4 cups with the 7 of cups here. I feel like sometime maybe like during mid-month, um doesn't have to be, but sometimes during the month you might feel a bit bored or like dissatisfied with like what is. um like you're kind of feeling like any offers that you're getting, maybe whether it's in love, again, like work, whatever it is, like any offers that you're just kind of looking at them as like really small. And sometimes this could be a little bit of a deceptive energy because there are still 3 cups here. So just be mindful of that, like making sure that you're making decisions wisely when you're rejecting things, because they may actually benefit you down the road. Obviously you're not going to accept anything that you don't want. um but Spirit saying like don't try not to overlook, um like they're saying to like shift your perspective, because something you've overlooked could be exactly what you've needed or what you've wanted. So don't dismiss things too fast. um with the Hangman, well, with the 7 of Cups, let me go back. I feel like I skipped the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups, I feel like there could be lots of options, maybe even too many coming up for you. So September could be like overwhelming with like options and things that are coming towards you. Um, I feel like there could be choices in love, career, um, personal direction. I feel like the challenge is going to be just to choose clarity over fantasy and not spread yourself too thin. So if like you can't really do something or get to it, just don't do it. Like just be honest with yourself. And if like you're somebody, let's say somebody asks you to help them move and you kind of don't want to say no, but you really are exhausted, then just say no. The Hangman is here, so I feel like there is going to be a pause that comes in, not as punishment but more about perspective. um, it's like if you're, Spirit saying like you're you're being asked to see things differently. So I feel like mid-month you're gonna be in this energy where like you're needing to kind of just like, again, like kind of fall back, take a pause before you make decisions and kind of try to see the other side of things. Let's just say you're having a discussion with someone, like try to see their side before you kind of like um dismiss them. um I feel like to me, the Hangman sometimes is here too when you're needing to like, because you do have choices and things coming in. The Hangman to me is like all about like just kind of, again, taking that pause, really kind of gaining perspective on it before you take the next leap, right? You have the Page of Cups, so I feel like you may be hearing from someone. Like I'm getting like text messages of like affection and love, or someone opening up emotionally. It could be like flowing in like very unexpectedly, but like really fast. Like you're just like, okay, like take a pause, like let me try to read these few messages first before I can get it, before I can even respond. So I'm getting like there could be like a possible like love note. There could also be like a flirty connection coming in, where someone is coming in like with like, I don't know, like I feel like they're coming in with like a soft heart and like this kind of playful energy. And you know what I'm getting? Okay, so I kind of get what Spirit is going with this, because that 7 of Cups, I think someone is gonna come in and be a little flirty and playful, and you might be like, I think this person is trying to play games, and they're really not. I think this is just how they are. And you may kind of like, again, feel like it's almost like you're confusing yourself. Like you're confusing how they're coming in with like illusions or like fantasies that are not there. So this person is coming in being serious, but they're just more of they have a playful energy or approach. And you have the Moon here. To me, this is like that card of like, there's things that are happening behind the scenes that you don't know, but it's also a card where like uncertainty creeps in. um there could be a bit of like, you see, I'm getting like that, again, that message of like, it's, don't believe every thought or external appearance. Just trust your intuition and like not your like, they're using paranoia. I'm not saying that you are paranoid, but don't use like what you're seeing. Don't let what you're seeing confuse you, because it's not what it looks like, is what I'm getting with that. So, And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So for me, this is all about big shifts, things turning in your favor. I'm getting like cycles changing. Maybe something you thought was stuck and not moving suddenly starts to move. To me, this feels like fate is stepping in to realign your path. And with the World card here, um, I feel like your end of September, you end September, I'm getting with the World card like in completion. So a cycle is wrapping up. I feel like a lesson integrated, a phase close is what's happening. There's a sense of achievement, like kind of just like moving up next level, stepping a new level of being. And this again, this could be with like work, love, just your personal growth. So there's like a lot of little things that are going to come up for you in September, but they're not, I don't see anything bad here, honestly. I see things going well. I think that maybe like the illusions that, you know, that we get when we start overthinking may be like blocking you a little bit instead of like helping you. So be mindful if you're thinking about things and you're thinking about things, like you're analyzing things, like reflecting on them from a healthy standpoint, that's cool. But if you're overthinking and it's becoming like a negative cycle of overthinking, then you gotta like get yourself out of that, is what they're saying. And then you wanted the what's coming towards you, right? So that is for the inside. Let me get the what's coming towards her. Alright, what is coming towards her? September. What is coming towards my body for September? Unexpected love messages, like that Page of Cups. Okay. Feeling more confident in your own skin and self-worth. An unexpected invitation. What is coming towards Moon Goddess in September? Clarity around your path. Oh my God, we literally got that in your reading. That's crazy. Unexpected message from an ex leaves you surprised. Oh my God, this could be an ex. Watch it be Derek or something. Have you talked to him? I don't know why I said that. Maybe it is going to be him. Emotional stability. Okay, we have an air sign. So air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I was so sure of saying Aries. I wanted to say Aries since I saw air there. A wish coming true in love. What is coming towards me, God? Financial security. Business or money call. Money opportunities, promotions, raises, gifts, or side income. And a surprise gift or gesture from someone close to you. And at the bottom you have new beginnings. So that is for you, Moon Goddess. Thank you so much. I know, I don't remember. Like, it's funny because unless y'all mention them, sometimes I don't remember. But I also don't think I just remember him. I think that Spirit said it for a reason. So you might be hearing from him if you haven't. You're gassy just from what? The brownie? And you could post your question, Jess. I got you right now. Not the greens. And pepperoni, right. How has G been feeling about just his recent IG post? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Girl, I'm getting reckless. Very impulsive. Hold on. A bit more. The Two of Pentacles. But he starts to overthink. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Oh my god, these cards keep coming out sideways. The King of Pentacles came out sideways. The Page of Cups came out sideways. Alright, the Page of Swords. The Eight of Wands. There's the King of Cups. I'm getting just wanting to observe more and more. And I feel like he's watching you a lot more than you think, just. Or that you maybe believe, because I'm getting like a lot of like very like, yeah, like just watching, like could be scrolling like literally like every few minutes, just checking his phone to see if you've posted. Like I'm getting like remember, oh my god, in the channel he did say like obsessive thinking. He was talking about obsessive behavior. 1 second. Girl on overdrive, like yeah, it's crazy. um like I feel like you, so when he first sees them, let's just say like he's like, let's say you were to post a picture right now, he's like feeling like super fucking impulsive, right? But at the same time held back. So it's, I'm getting like a very like crazy energy from him, because he's like impulsive, like I just want to go in, I just want to go in, but at the same time he's held back. It's like he wants to rush in with a comment or action, but he's stopping himself from being too obvious. And I don't know if it's because sometimes I know that you notice where you'll post something and like within a second or two he's already viewing the story. And I feel like this could be specifically because of those, like those times where he does that, and it's because he has, I want to say he has your notifications on. So I think that he tries not to do that, but what happens is when the notification comes on, let's say like he's like clicking, like let's say he's like doing something on his phone and like the notification just so happens to pop up, and at the same time he clicks on it, like he gets, I don't know why I'm getting like face red as fuck, like embarrassed. Okay, and I feel like they're specifically talking about these times. Now, is there times where he just goes and looks because he just has to fucking look? Yes, but I do feel like he tries not to be that person to just go right in, but it just happens. And I think that I feel like it's happening so frequent that he is like, what the fuck? Okay. um the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like he juggles on how to respond. um it's like he's trying to weigh whether to like engage directly like already or just continue to observe. There's for sure push pull of wanting to show interest, um like more interest, I'm gonna say, but also wanting to stay balanced. So I think that he gets a little overwhelmed, um especially when you look good. Like I think that those pictures more so, those are the ones he want to comment on, but he gets a little overwhelmed. um so this is like his initial reaction is what I'm gonna say. um and then what I feel like his mind, now this is where it gets a little like, I don't want to say like tricky, but there's no fucking doubt that he's keeping tabs at all. Like there is no doubt in my fucking mind. And even with Spirit, they're like, yeah, he's watching like a hawk. Okay. And I feel like there's a lot of curiosity. And there's even like some strategizing about what your posts mean or like how to interpret them. So he may sometimes like, let's just say it's just one post that he sees, right? He'll pause on it, right, and just like he'll hold it and just kind of observe it, maybe even screenshot it to observe it, like trying to see your background or something. Like I don't know, there's something with him observing these pictures deeply. Like you know when they say like, have you ever seen those like those where's Waldo pictures? Like I feel like he'd be trying to search to see if he sees anything like that can give him any type of insight to you. um I feel like he might be overthinking. I definitely feel like he may be overthinking like what you're signaling. Um, it's like I feel like he wants to know. I'm telling you, he's observing these fucking pictures, and at the same time, it's almost like he doesn't want to reveal just how much he's actually fucking paying attention. So again, it goes back to that whole notification where the notification pops up, and then all of a sudden he's the first fucking person on your fucking story. I honestly get that it fucking it makes him flustered. And I feel like, so he is cautious, but again, like he's trying to be cautious because the Seven of Swords, that's exactly what the Seven of Swords is, right? Like not trying to show your hand, like maybe like that little bit of like deceptive energy, not in a way where he's like cheating or anything, but more so like, I don't want her to see me, like I'm trying to like creep without being seen. But he gets caught is what I'm getting with that. um with the Eight of Wands and the King of Pentacles, I feel like there's a sense of like an emotional impact. So I feel like your post with the Eight of Wands sparked really fast emotions and desire. He feels like very like stirred. I want to say like intrigued. Um, like this sense of like energy that rushes in. Again, I'm getting like that red face. Like there was the one post I don't know why I'm picturing that. So I feel like this post specifically where you had like three different like shots, and it's like you didn't have your face, but like part of your body was showing. Like I feel like that kind of sent a rush, you know where, and that caught his attention very quickly. It was, I want to say like yesterday, the day before, it was like one with like three pictures, but it was like, I think you had like three different outfits on. Um, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that specifically, yeah, a rush, you know where. Um, with the King of Pentacles, for me, it feels like underneath it, he feels a mix of like pride and desire to like appear stable to you, very composed and secure. So even if he's excited, he doesn't want to look reactive. He wants to come across as grounded and in control. And if I'm not mistaken, oh my god, this makes fucking sense with your just, oh my god, just you're channeled. Remember that he was talking about like, I have it right here because I wrote it today, where he says you're everything, wait, your beauty always stands out to me, but I call that the cherry on top. My desire and longing for you isn't just physical, even though I'd be lying if I said I didn't fantasize. If I said I don't fantasize sexually about you, look at how gorgeous you are. I'd be crazy or blind not to feel that attraction towards you. Again, that's just a cherry on top. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say there was a reading I gave you recently where I felt like some of that energy was coming up, and he's just like not trying to be impulsive, and like, because he wants to say something. I feel like he wants to say something like, it's not sarcastic, but it's not full on sexual, but it is something that can feel very flirtatious, and like he's being direct about like being turned on but not really saying he's turned on. Does that make sense? And I feel like that came up in one of your readings where I'm like, I feel like he holds back when he's in that energy. He does not. And this is why he keeps coming up as the King of Pentacles. So he's definitely trying to show that there's composure here. Because I'm telling you, I feel like if it was like, if he just wanted to like something, to me, I always say like for a man, a mate, and I don't know, IJ, you let me know if this is, if you agree with this or not. But it may be easier to like go into things and like be flirtatious, like be sexual with someone, than it is to kind of like have a more of like an emotional connection or like an emotional response. So I feel like he tries like, if it was just for like that, like he wanted to be like sexual with you, that would be so much easier. Like he would just do it, but he's not doing it because that's not what he wants. um so I feel like your overall message, I feel like your recent post definitely grabbed his attention very strongly. He's definitely watching, he's being very curious, and at the same time he's trying to decode your pictures. I feel like he has like this, he gets that rush, like I said, but it's like a physical, mentally, emotionally, like sexually, everything. I feel like he's trying to play it cool, balancing between like like excitement and composure. On the surface he wants to appear, again, like steady. I wouldn't say necessarily unbothered, but it could be a sense of like unbothered, or like, yeah, like not showing his hand, but behind the scenes he's very aware of you. Yeah, you do. I was like, just been posting some funny shit too. Let me see, anything else? Like the Page of Cups, that's way too many. Yeah, these cards are a little funky. I may have to get a new deck of, a new one of these. Look, yeah, he wants, I'm telling you, I feel like the sexual energy was super there, but that's not the way he's trying to come in. He wants to be romantic. He wants to have a romantic gesture. I think that's just a little harder for him because he's maybe like a little afraid. So it would be easier for him to be more flirtatious, but also he does not want to give you that impression that that's all he would want. So, girl, yeah. I'm telling you, I feel like you both are, whatever you're doing, when it comes to him, he's doing exactly the same. Like, it's a for sure of a mirror here. Like I said, like how me and this guy have been. Yeah, like that's exactly what's happening. You are not seeing it in your 3D just yet, but you will soon. Right, exactly, Jess. The day he don't, girl, same. He gonna be tossing that salad, girl. Oh my god, I know that's right. You know I'm gonna be so hyped, like, oh my god. when Angie told me her person reached out to her, yo, I almost fell out my chair. Like, I was like, you know what? I think I was actually having one of my sessions, and I got up from that fucking bed, and I was like, what the fuck? Whew. You're welcome. Who's in here with us? I mean, it's been a little quiet today compared to how it was the past few days. My eye is itching. Not a quick doofy. Wait, Ajay said here drinking a just inspired iced coffee. Oh shit. Empire building. Right. Oh my god. Give me a second, Jess. I'm just doing something. I'm just answering a question for my sister. Ma'am, that wouldn't. Oh, you said ma'am, that wouldn't shine. You can post your question, Jess. Was it this deck that I used, Jess? Was I using this deck? This deck used to be hard to shuffle. Now it feels a little too loose. All right, general reading for Jess. The Seven of Cups. The Judgment, the Eight of Wands, the Emperor. The Six of Cups. Yeah, I think this one I got it later on. I don't remember. To be honest, it was so long ago. The Three of Swords. The Empress. The Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Let me tell my sister I'm on live. Um, excuse me. Yo, my shower with the Empress, that's the crazy thing. So I do feel like there's gonna be more communication coming this month with you and Jay for sure. Um, so with the Seven of Cups and the Judgment, I feel like you may be, or you may feel pulled in many directions. Um, I feel like there's gonna be this month. This is gonna be a month of clarity and awakening for you. Like you'll see what's real and what's an illusion. But I also feel like with the Judgment, there's a chance to make empowering choices that align with your higher truth and your higher self. Like your higher even like your path when it comes to like career, right? With the Eight of Wands and the Emperor, I do feel like there is some communication. So expect like some type of momentum to like pick up quickly. I'm definitely getting like messages from possibly from him, right? We didn't ask about him, but I can only assume that he's the Emperor here with the Empress. Um, Possible messages from him. Um, to me it's like there's some forward movement of actions that he is going to be taking towards you. I feel like this Emperor, like how he's coming in with a lot of like he's bringing in stability and structure. To me this is also about like you also like stepping into control and setting firm boundaries when it comes to like anything that has to do with you, honestly, like setting boundaries just in general. And I feel like he's this is why he's trying to come in, but he's trying to come in as a composed person. um with the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords, I feel like this is definitely, again, you're gonna see more action from him. There's gonna be some bittersweet moments, I feel like, coming up with you and him. So I feel like you're gonna come out of that because you do have the Eight of Cups here. So I feel like just just make sure that you, again, it kind of reflects, kind of it's reminding me of almost like your reading from yesterday, where it's like be mindful of like where your headspace is at when it comes to like your connection, or like just in general, that you're not thinking too much about the past, because the past is here, like nostalgia, memories, but there's heartbreak. This could also be him, because this is coming in right after him, where he's feeling nostalgic, but he's also feeling like a sense of like fuck, like I fucked up in the past. So he could be in that energy, but we all know that like your person is your mirror. So maybe it's coming from you, or maybe like again, you're gonna be feeling heavy energy from him. But that doesn't stop like his actions that he's going to continue to take towards you. You're just going to have to like walk away from, again, like the spiraling that could possibly come, right? um I feel like with the moon and the ace of cups, this to me, it just feels like, I feel like because things are not fully clear in the 3D just yet, right? Because this is all happening behind the scene. Um, it may heighten a little bit, like your emotions may be a little heightened in September. So I'm getting that again for you, like where your emotions could be a little out of like whack. Um, kind of just like overflowing, but not in the best way sometimes. So again, needing to just be mindful of that energy. I do also feel, the Ace of Cups being here, it does show a breakthrough, right? A fresh emotional energy. So like love, healing, um, and like renewal. So it's like it's almost like you're not seeing this renewal in the 3D just yet, but it is happening. It is happening, and it is basically, spirit saying is basically inevitable. Um, with the Empress and the Page of, I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of growth for you, in abundance, um, a lot of abundance. So like I feel like your Etsy shop may be making a lot more than what it has been. So like definitely growth there in your Etsy shop. I also am getting like you're gonna be nurturing yourself a lot, and tending to your goals daily, is what they're saying. Or like they're saying, like, tending to your goals daily will yield real results. So like keep that focus, right? Like when it comes to not just like obviously like yourself, your self-care, all of that stuff, but also when it comes to your desires. The Eight of Swords is here, so for me, that's that card of like those negative thoughts that are keeping, like, you're self-imposing, um feeling trapped, but you're really not. I do feel like this could be surrounded around like finances, where maybe you start to overthink like what's next, or like feeling a little uncertain. But spirit is saying that it's gonna be fine. I feel like you may feel a little stuck at times in your head, maybe even doubting like if it's gonna work out for you, to be honest, is what I'm getting. And but spirit saying this is temporary. The Ten of Cups is here, so it is showing fulfillment, emotional harmony, and a joyful outcome, where you're like, once you free yourself from these self-imposed like fears. um so I feel like September is going to come down to a lot of decision making, releasing, and renewal, which I feel like we got some of that like in your last reading. Well, your reading, I think, from yesterday. But you're going to be moving towards stability, growth, and ultimately a more fulfilling emotional chapter. So I feel like the energy is kind of pointing towards like a breakthrough in both self-love, but also in relationships, like romantic relationships. Um, so that's what I have for you, Jess. Yeah, I have to get off. Yeah, I forgot to close the list, but I am getting off. It's 10 o'clock. I have to do my members session. I may come back on, but I don't think so. I may, but I don't know. I don't know if I am. You're welcome, Jess. All right, y'all. I will see y'all. I'm like, um, IJ and Jess. I'm gonna see y'all like in. I'll text y'all like 5 minutes. I just gotta use the restroom. So I will see y'all in the session.